Alright, gentlemen, and possibly ladies. The other day I saw a video on YouTube by a pretty young guy. At least he seems pretty young by the looks of it. His YouTube channel was like Mad Fishing Skills or something. I don't know exactly the spelling and how he had it, but it was Mad Fishing Skills. So if you type it in, no spaces, on the search bar, you should come across it. But what he did for cold weather fishing is he took a jig, it looked like maybe a 3-ounce jig, and what looked to be about a 5 or a 4-inch stick bait, a Senko worm. And he wacky rigged the Senko worm onto the jig. And he was catching fish after fish out of this golf course pond, guys. So my question to you is, have you ever used any type of jig with an unorthodox soft plastic? Have you ever used a soft plastic as a chunk or a trailer that you wouldn't normally use? For instance, this young man used a Senko worm. Not a lot of people use Senkos as trailers. But it made me interested, and because I know I do this myself, I personally use my favorite curly tail worm as a trailer all the time. And it's awesome. It's money. And so now that he got me thinking about what stick baits can be used for, I think wacky rigging it on a jig is genius. The shimmy on the way down and the way that skirt flutters must drive the bass nuts. So if you guys could let me know any unorthodox soft plastics that you use for jig trailers, please let me know. I'm going to go put together a little video real quick on what this jig might look like. So stay here a second, alright? Alright. So, like I said, I wanted to come back and make a video on what this jig looked like in this gentleman's video. So what he did was he took his stick bait and he wacky rigged it on his jig, just like that. Wacky rig it on a jig just like that. And so I guess if you think about it, if this jig head is sitting flat on the ground and the stick bait's just floating up in the air and you're twitching it, it's got all that movement, and the skirt is floating around as well. I mean, I could definitely see how this jig could catch you a fish on more than just one occasion, and not just in cold weather conditions. I think it looks pretty funky, honestly, but I could see how this would catch a fish. And so just wanted to ask you guys, what kind of unorthodox soft plastics have you ever used for jigs, and have they worked, and have you caught fish on them more than just one occasion? Like I said before, I also use my favorite curly tail worm, so I'm definitely guilty of trying different things with trailers and stuff like that. But and if you guys are wondering what type of jigs these are, I'm sure you've heard of them. They're Arky jigs. Arky jigs are really well known. They're an old school company. These are the Arky rattle band jigs. They are American made. I went on their website and purchased cards that have 6 or 7 jigs to a pack, and I got these ones. These are the brown, which you guys know is my favorite color, and then I also picked up Natural Craw. Natural Craw is cool. It has green, red, and brownish orange strands to the skirt. But anyway, you guys just leave your comments below. Tell me what you guys like to experiment with and what you guys have thrown on your jigs before. So fill up the comment section, guys. Till next time, peace out.